guys, welcome back to my channel. I'll basically be posting this very video into my two channels, Jen TV, Jen Frank TV, and Jen Lifestyle channel. The reason why is I basically think that this really has to go to these very two channels, and I had wanted to film this video for very long, and I have been putting it. I decided to film this video and also, tell you guys a little bit of what I have experienced and the things that I love, the things that are really putting me off as well. If you have asked me questions on my social channels and you're not satisfied with my response, I would say, guys, whatever you've gotten from me, it is the best of my knowledge. I cannot just come and fake it. I'll only tell you the real deal, guys. Yes, and I have also a few questions, like 2 to 3 questions that I'm gonna be answering now. And guys, if I answer your question, know that it's really from my heart and it's really what I have seen and experienced. So so far so good. As we all know, the pandemic made it so difficult for everyone. You don't even know where to start or what to say about basically the lifestyle in general, but I would say it has been amazing. Great experience, not just for me, for my kids as well. If you've watched my last video where I filmed about our 1 month in Calgary, a lot has changed, to be honest. It has been amazing. I love this country. I love what it stands for. I love that this country had a supporting system where if you got into trouble, into difficulties, there's always people to help you out. There's always people to encourage you on what to do. This is one thing I have loved. Individuals here, whether you are Canadian or not, there's this feeling that you get. Mostly the things that I love about this place is just how friendly people are, how depending the group or the where you involved yourself. I love that they are open-minded. When something come up, they seem to find a way to support you. And I also want you to know that there's no country without ups and downs. So there's always that bad side and the good side. So I wouldn't say it is 100% perfect. There are things I might love and you wouldn't love them. I'll quickly go into the questions that I got. It's just a few questions from. So one person said, what are the opportunities? What are the how people literally talk about Calgary or Canada in general, if really there is this huge job opportunities. Of course there is job opportunities, but with this kind of situation we are into now, it seems that everything is just locked down. Getting a job, there is so much, there is job, but I wouldn't say it is just like a magic and you will just grab it. One thing I have learned about these places, you must have experience. No matter, it doesn't matter your standard of lifestyle or your standard of education, but when you have that experience, this is where you wouldn't have problems. But there is also some petty jobs that you would do that would help you not to go hungry, or that will help you to earn something to also pay probably house rent, feed yourself monthly. If there are some taxes that you have to pay, at least you are getting something into your pocket instead of sitting to just waiting for that perfect job of yours. So yes, of course, there's opportunities, but because of the the situation, things seems to be shifted. But I believe there will be a change. Yeah. So I'll quickly go to number 2 question. She said, What do you think about Canada? Is it better than Italy, where you moved from, and why? Okay, thank you for the question. First, I would say I love Italy so much. I wouldn't exchange anything with Italy. But the only thing I would say, when it comes to job opportunities, I would say Canada is ultimate. In Italy, the only barrier, or the problem most people of color have, are just the language. If you do not know Italian so well, it's gonna be a challenge for you getting a job, except if you are good in your field, and you are being employed by a big company, and they know that you are capable of taking care, and you are working in the midst of people that talk English, that understand, in the midst of people that understands you. So it is possible. But if you are somebody without a particular certificate, and you're trying to succeed, and you're hustling to succeed, it's going to be a challenge in Italy. But when it comes here, for most of us that is coming from an English speaking country, I think the more opportunities are here than in Italy. The reason why, when you arrive in Italy, you need to go through some steps like learning the language, at least the basic language, to be able to mingle, or to have that opportunity to work. So this is one thing. I really grab my coffee. The third question goes by someone asking me about my kids' school. How are they? What about your kids' school? Do you think they really love it? Anyways, guys, school is school. But one thing I would say, my son is very competitive, and he likes some things that challenge him. To compare the school here and Italy, I would say in Italy they are more serious. They are more serious. I could remember son, both of them were in nursery school. I wasn't really convinced, because in nursery school, my son went to a private school in Kuwait, and moving back to Italy, I was wondering if it's gonna be the same, but it seems that everything is not as you expect it. So when we got back from Kuwait, I asked my mother, that I don't see seriousness, but in Kuwait, where my son basically finished his nursery school, he was so committed, and he went to a British school of Kuwait, and they were very, very serious and committed. I basically think because it's a private school. But moving back to Italy, things wasn't the way I thought. But my mother-in-law said, do not worry. So when he gets into primary school, that I'm gonna see the difference. And to be honest, it was overwhelming. Like, sometimes my son will be doing his homework. I would say, please just calm down. So I would tell him to relax and start over again. So to compare that to what is happening here is not the same. I know they said the best school and all that. There are some things that are not really like where we are coming from. I wouldn't say it's not the best. Well, and I have been supporting my own kids, because sometimes you don't just leave the teacher to do the whole work. When they come home, you still give them that support that they need, and to help them, push them more harder to learn, to concentrate. For the fact that there is different way of teaching, and it's not everything you expect it to be. Maybe you're coming from Nigeria and you want there are some lifestyle that you appreciate from there, and you expect it to be the same here. It's not. So I wouldn't say there's a problem for now. I'm also looking forward, because by next year my son will be going into junior high school. I'm not gonna decide which of the school is the best. To be honest, I would say the system is different, curriculums are different. So yeah, the Canadians, they are Canadian education, everything is research, do it yourself like my son is doing, and I encourage him to do it, and he is loving it as well. Even when there is something for him to do, he commit himself, he dedicate his time to do it without no hesitation. So this is something that has been in them, and I love that they are committed to learn. So yeah, guys, I don't want to go too deep into this, but I hope this little few point that I've made will help someone if you're deciding to move to this place, and if you're coming in with your kids. There is so much potential, guys. I might not see it myself, but there's someone who will tell you it is the ultimate. So you see, so I am just talking from my own experience, my own opinion, but you might ask someone else, they would appreciate the way things are being done here. So I don't say I don't appreciate it, I do, but I just, state a few things that I've seen as I have been traveling, and I'm just comparing, guys. We just compare, but that doesn't, it's just that we are seeing it in different perspectives, and you just have to live and try to get used to it, and that is it. Yes, guys, I hope this helps, and this is where I'll draw the line. If you have any question about this, and if you want me to talk more about something, there are so much things to talk about living from your previous country, and let me know down below the comment section. And please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so before signing out. If you do love these few clips, do share and give it a thumbs up. Until next time, guys, I will see you all in my next video. Merry Christmas!